Hello, it's me again. Yes, it's been a while since I've had a session, and I guess the time between my last session and the time and now is how long it has taken for me to really need one, I suppose. I should have probably been taking them. There were times when I needed a session, I just couldn't bring myself to do it, but I'm back, and here I am. I'm doing mostly okay. Mostly. But I definitely need to start zapping my head again because I'm not tolerable to be around, possibly. And I don't know, making silly mistakes. And, well, I just, I, I lapsed on my sessions and here I am. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. Maybe I won't do this video for the entirety of the session. Today is November 21st, 2020. I don't really have any plans for Thanksgiving. COVID is running rampant. Running rampant. I, uh, blah blah. I went out of town for a little while, and that was, nice. We tried to be as safe as possible, so hopefully I don't have COVID gestating? That's a word. I'm having trouble with the word gestating? Or gestating? Hopefully I don't have the disease incubating in my system, waiting to attack me at any time. Fingers crossed. My sense of smell seems to be okay, but I did go out on the road for a while, and I've been in risky places a couple of times. I went to a taqueria a couple of weeks back, and while I was in there, some guy comes in, and he was coughing loudly outside the door of the place. I saw him fumbling to put his mask on as he walked in, and I think he was coughing underneath his mask inside the shop. And then he was coughing when he left, and then he was coughing in his car, and that was kind of, and he looked visibly kind of ill, so hopefully it was not COVID, but what are the odds? And, well, I didn't get COVID from him from that time, I'm pretty sure, and I still don't have it, I don't think. While I was on the road, we stopped in a truck stop, and there was an employee at a racetrack truck stop somewhere along the road to Louisiana, and she wasn't wearing a mask, and she was talking about being sick openly with her coworker. She was talking about alternating Tylenol and aspirin or something like that, and she looked physically ill, and she was just yabbering away behind the counter about this stuff, and it was concerning to witness. And so, and I guess she was also a stalker, so she was stalking things on shelves while sick and not wearing a mask. So, hopefully I did not get COVID from her. I won't know for a couple of more weeks, I suppose, if that's still how it works. Other unsafe places I encountered were the elevator at the hotel. I imagine if people were to cough in the elevator, it would linger in the air for a while, so elevators don't seem very safe to me. Yeah. But chances are, I'll be okay, or I'll be one of those asymptomatic people who never has symptoms. And, blah, blah, blah. Perhaps I should get tested again just to be on the safe side, but I don't feel sick at the moment. The whole thing seems really surreal, and I feel kind of out of touch with everything these days. But now that I'm back from my treacherous journey, I will stay put as much as possible and hopefully not contribute to the big problem until vaccines are available. Tra-la-la-la. I don't. So, there is a story. Do I have any more stories? I guess not. No more stories. Let's see, what else? Oh dear me. How about that baby Yoda? Blah blah. Small talk, small talk. Sorry, not very talkative. I tend to, my ability to talk a whole lot tends to kind of implode sometimes. That's just the most words I've spoken all day, for the most part. I've had a few small conversations. If you should ever pick a fight with me, if you should decide that you need to get into a big verbal argument with me over something somewhat trivial, you might find that I am not a good verbal sparrer. I tend to kind of shut down, and my words will come out rather flatly. So my flatness may be interpreted as insincerity. So, words of advice: don't get into a big verbal spar with me, because I'm not good at it. I am not. And it's not an activity that I enjoy very much. I might disappoint a lot of people with my flatness and agreeableness and non-desire to wish to quarrel. But those people can choose to avoid me, and seeing as I'm hardly in contact with anyone, it's not really a problem that I visit upon the world very much. Okay, well, I guess I'll lay down and finish the rest of this session. I'll upload the video. Pardon my blahness. I'm really mostly okay. I'm doing my best to be. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go now. Bye-bye.